Hello guys, how's it going? Welcome to another Minecraft tutorial. Today I'm kind of just gonna present an idea more like. So in the recent updates, this has probably been a while, I know that a certain bread maker was kind of broken. Something where it was kind of an automatic, design of a wheat harvester, where all you had to do is hold down one button. It was broken, and I'm not sure if any other designs have been made. I just want to present my own thought of something that could really be created to kind of bring that back. So what I have here is a simple little machine that actually is very, very non-expensive. The only problem with it is it does require you to press both buttons and timing. But there are ways you can go around that. So I'm going to turn my sound down. Oh, they already are down. Alright, so I have this going off a basic little quick timer to where all I have to do is just break it. And since I'm not in game mode 0, if I go ahead and do this now, you'll see it works. And it generally works like I'd start out with a few seeds. Here, let me turn this down. I'd start out with a few seeds if I were you. Because it can get a little confusing at the start if you don't have enough, because you can run out and stuff like that. But as you can see, it's kind of like a really quick little harvester. This would be really good for a simple starting out base. The only problem with it is that it actually requires timing, and it's not really something you can just hold down a button and then look at a different monitor if you have two monitors, or check your phone or something like that, or watch TV while you do it. It's kind of, you have to be there. It's not that quick, but it is pretty quick, and it is kind of resource wasteful. But I'd honestly put something like this in my own survival little world. It's just generally something, if you need wheat and you don't want to have to move around and switch between items, you can really keep your stuff on one little hotbar thing. And what I'm doing right now is basically, whenever I see the gold, I just hit the button, and then right after it I really quickly press the second just so I can plant it. And I'm going to walk off here, and it still goes. Now, the way this works is this dispenser has bone meal in it, and if you didn't know, bone meal can now be used out of a dispenser. Let me grab this. Alright. And you might be thinking, okay, well that's kind of a really big waste, because it's going to be wasting all the bone meal whenever that's not there. Well, that's actually wrong. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to break it. Notice the number on there. I'm going to take all of them out except for this one. I'm going to actually put one in there. If I go ahead and do this, notice it's still there. It only detects it if there are, multiple, or if there's actually something that it can be used on in there. So that's how that works. It's pretty cool. It basically, you don't have to worry about losing any material, because it's going to be the same as if you were just going around and planting things and, going in a motion and breaking them and replanting. It doesn't waste any bone meal. It's quick, and I'd say it's worth it. Like, as you can see, once you get into the groove of it, it gets to where the bone meal actually kind of makes it just instantly pop up. I know that it's not coded to do that anymore, but it's just so fast that it kind of does it anyways. Now, the way this works, I'm going to just leave it like that, is I have it basically whenever I stand on this pressure plate, it runs through. And this is a very simple design. I'm not claiming this is my own. I'm just saying here's a really cool little trick. Yeah, so it basically runs through, and whenever this is powered, which of course this line of redstone will power this block, this comparator is set to subtract. So it'll basically loop through. So whenever I'm stepping on a pressure plate, let me go ahead and go in game mode 1 and grab this pressure plate over here. If I go ahead and stand right here, not right there, sorry. I guess there, yep. As you can see, it's looping through. And yeah, so that's a basic little really quick tick that won't lose its power. You can have redstone timers that eventually can burn out if they're too quick, but this is a really quick design. It's very simple, very small too. It's pretty easy. So let's connect this back, and it just basically works like that. As you can see, when I throw that on there, it just keeps throwing it out. And like I said, if there is nothing that it can be used on, as you can see, there's nothing moving. But if I break that and then get some seeds, it actually plants it, and then it actually uses them. So that's actually a really cool little trick. Now, one thing you can do for this is you can have it set so that this would be a little slower, but it would allow you to just hold down one button. Is basically you could have it set so that whenever it gets full, it will push a piston up and break it. That could actually work. It's just that it's a little confusing, or not confusing, it's actually really easy. You would just need to have 2 timers set up, one that was a little bit slower, and have to have it perfectly timed so that it broke, or it went up right when this was over, and you could just stand in one area and do that. So that's a really cool little trick. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let me know if you're interested in learning anything redstone wise. Post a question in the comments and I'll try and hit you up on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching.